Welcome to it being 6 in the morning. Also, there was such thing as an elephant shark. I forgot about that one.
Elephant shark.
Yeah, that's a thing.
What does it look like?
Creepy.
Show me.
What the frick?
Are they making soldiers? Oh my god, this is messed up. What the frick? They capture people with magic power and turn them into soldiers. What the frick?
They need
What the heck
what do you
is
mean?
this?
Some parts are different, but they're just taking all the black mage classes. They look like Vivi.
What is this? For real? Like what the frick?
Zidane, you're just like you're not helping him. You're like me when I was with Prompto when we found out that all the clones were Promptos. That's kind of like this actually.
Yeah.
And then you had, but the thing is, they actually were Prompto, and you had to kill it. So every time you killed one of the soldiers, you were killing
Prompto.
Yeah, and I was always saying like, "Hey, Prompto, goodbye," and then the other Prompto would be behind me and be like, "Oh, hi, Prompto."
Vivi's a clone? Okay.
Groomple.
Holy frick, I didn't know this much about this story. What the frick? This
This
is jacked up.
we need to know more about this.
They're creating freaking... Because I know they captured Vivi and they were going to put him into this shipment. So they were going to turn him into one of these.
Well, and make him into what?
Some weird clone thing. Mindless soldier.
But they don't look anything like Vivi. Vivi's a bit shorter and has a different outfit.
Same style though. Black mage. They just have different colors.
Oh, and they're being shipped out.
Are we going to get shipped out? We're going to get shipped out.
Probably back to the Queen, because I think that's where we're being shipped out to.
So I'm going to have to play as Steiner probably and try and find them or something.
Yeah, probably.
Oh god, I hate Steiner. Why does he keep saying to the castle? Have you not realized yet that she doesn't want to go back? You freaking moron.
It's his job, though. That's the thing. It's not really his fault. If he wasn't a knight, he probably wouldn't care.
No, he's a very
Loyal person.
yeah.
See, if it was me, I wouldn't care. Would you? I mean, I'm loyal, but like not to someone who's a frickin' bitch.
But she's not. She's actually a good person. The queen is.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to be loyal to the Queen.
Yeah, he's more loyal to the princess than the queen.
Because the Queen is a dick. Little bitch, to be more accurate. You know what they should do is they should release all the Persona games on the Switch, since none of the people who have Nintendo consoles never played them.
I already got Bug Killer.
I don't think a lot of people have played Persona 2 actually.
Or Persona 1.
I think it's 3, 4, and 5 that people play the most.
Yeah. 3 is what made the Persona series super popular. It's what boomed it because that's when they really got in depth with the
story.
No, with the simulation sort of style where you can like build friendships and whatnot.
Well, the thing is, the first Persona was a spin-off of Shin Megami Tensei, and Shin Megami Tensei was just a straight-up RPG. So
Spin-off of Shin Megami Tensei.
yeah, that's what the first Persona was. It was a spin-off of.
Is that why it always says Shin Megami Tensei in the front? Because the third, all Personas are like Shin Megami Tensei Persona, Shin Megami Tensei Persona 2, Shin Megami Tensei Persona 3.
The fourth one doesn't say. Oh yeah, the fourth one does say that, but the fifth one doesn't.
Yeah.
It's because the fifth one they just want to try to make it its own series. Let me see. Persona series. Oh wow, they have like an image of all the Persona characters. The Persona 2 was a female main lead.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought the only female main lead was in Persona 3, the handheld edition. Because they added a
Persona,
female
also
character.
known as Shin Megami Tensei Persona, yeah. Is a video game franchise developed and primarily published by Atlus, focusing on around the series of role-playing video games. Persona is a spin-off from Atlus of the Megami Tensei series, and was originally based on the high school setting of Shin Megami Tensei. If the first entry of the series, Revolution's Persona, was released in 1996. So if there have been even since 5 further main games, with the most recent Persona 5 being released in 2017 in America, actually. Numerous spin-offs have been developed, the series taking its title from being summoned by characters in battle. Persona began as a spin-off based off the positively received setting of If. So it started off as Shin Megami Tensei If, and then turned into, then they brought it into Persona something or whatever. Yeah, the original title was called Shin Megami Tensei Persona. That was the first logo in the 1990s. Since the release of Persona 3 in 2006, the main series has used social simulation. Yeah, you're right. Simulation. I said stimulation.
Social simulation.
Function.
Have a good conversation.
Function called social links, which are directly linked to how the personas evolve. Central character designs are also series co-created, whatever, I don't know what that is.
Face this old man in cards.
It is overall themed is exploration of the human psyche and how the characters find their true selves.
Yeah, that's what I really like about it.
The series' recurring concepts and design elements drawn on the Jugean physiology and archetypes, along with religion, mythology, and popular literature.
Yep.
Revolution's Persona was the first role-playing Megami Tensei to be released outside of Japan, beginning in Persona 2, Eternal Punishment, and the English localization began to remain faithful to the Japanese versions as the insistence of Atlus. So, every time they do one of these Persona games, they do not censor anything in the English release. Atlus tells them they don't want them to be censored.
Oh, right.
That's actually pretty good, because most companies will give them leeway to make it, be so people in the West aren't like feeling like they don't understand anything because they're from a different culture.
Yeah.
But Atlus says no, leave everything intact, which I like because that's something you don't
This dude
see.
lied. He is good at this. Liar. Stole my freaking lost goblin.
You gonna take it back?
No, he'll probably beat me again.
Let's see. The series is highly popular internationally, becoming the best-known Megami Tensei spin-off, establishing Atlus and Megami Tensei series in North America.
It actually has an anime, Persona 5.
Following the release of Persona 3 and 4, the series also established a strong following in Europe. The series has gone on to sell a total of 9 million copies worldwide, outselling its parent franchise, Shin Megami Tensei. There have been numerous adaptations, including anime, television, theatrical series, novelizations, manga, stage plays, and radio dramas, and musical concerts.
They actually have dancing games for them now.
Yeah, the main series, Revolution Persona, was the first entry series. It was released in Japan and North America on the PlayStation in 1986, and a port to PC in 1999 in Japan. The game was ported to the PSP, then it was published in 2009 in Japan and North America as a physical digital and in 2010 in Europe as a digital release, set north, blah. Persona 2 was on the PS1 actually as well. 1999. Persona 2, Innocent Sins, and then there's Persona 2, Eternal Punishment, which is on the PS1. So there's 2 versions of it. Then Persona 3, which actually, Persona 2 came out in 2000. They didn't release another one for another 6-7 years, which was Persona 3. And then Persona 4 came out and it was on the PS2, yeah. And Persona 4 came out in 2009, about 3 years later, in the PS3, and then Persona 5 came out in 2016, and then in 2017 in North America and Europe. Yeah, personas, social links, and negotiations. Negotiations. That's interesting. Settings and themes, development, art design, music.
What do you mean negotiations?
It says negotiations.
For what?
It's social links and negotiations.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's very interesting, I guess. I haven't played any, so I can't really say I'd get into it. If I were to play it, I don't know, because the first two are completely different from 3, 4, and 5. The first two are literally just RPGs because that's what they're based off.
Dungeon crawling RPGs.
Yeah, because that's
3,
what.
4, and 5 is when they implement the social aspect.
Yeah, see, because like 2 and 3 or 1 and 2 are based off of Shin Megami Tensei, which is a dungeon crawling RPG with no. It's just that that's all it is.
They're just high school kids that do dungeon crawling.
Yeah, it was 3, 4, and 5 that implemented the outside stuff, seeing it from the outside of the battle, and that's kind of what Atlus does with a lot of their games. Actually, now they do it with not just Persona, but they did it with their Surgery.
What the frick is that thing? Oh my god!
Is that a black mage? Yep, that's what they become. Anyway, so they did it with Persona. They did it with
Black Waltz.
They
defeated number 1, and he's Black Waltz number 2. He's far superior to number 1, and larger actually.
What else was there? They had that one doctor game that Aaron and Danny played. Where the cranberries came from.
Oh yeah, cranberries.
Yeah, that one also had the social stuff in it, which makes sense because it's like a doctor thing. Catherine had it for sure.
Yeah, Catherine was a fun game.
They just released it on the PS4.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of getting it for the PS4, and since it's better.
What is this? A Pokemon battle?
Yeah, it looks like it does look like that. Yeah, oh, that's a nice glitch into the arm there. I forget what other series they have besides Persona, Shin Megami Tensei, Catherine, and that one thing. Oh, they have Barracuda, don't they? Barracuda didn't have any out.
Barracuda?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's theirs, is it?
Let me look for Atlus. It should.
Steal from them.
Atlus.
Sword Magic and Fire Sword.
Atlus right now. Parent company is Sega. Let's stuff Atlus games. Yeah, the first one was called Digital Devil Sword Megami Tensei, 1987. The platform was the FM7.
That was the first game they ever came out with?
Yeah. The Karate Kid in the Nintendo Entertainment
They made
System.
the Karate Kid game?
Friday the 13th. The Dungeon Explorer on TurboGrafx-16, Quark and Game Boy. Digital Devil Sword Megami Tensei 2 and the NES. Battlefleet on the NES. Cosmo Tank on the Game Boy. Genkai Monogatari, Puzzle Boys,
Oh, wow.
Pocket
Completely
Stadium,
wrecked TV.
Spud's Adventure, Amazing Toddler, one of those. They only did Megami Tensei twice so far. The next one was Megami Tensei Gaiden, The Last Bible, for the Game Boy. Next one was Megami Tensei Gaiden, The Last Bible 2. Then Shin Megami Tensei. Then their other game, oh, this one's funny, called Oh My God.
Oh my god.
Shin Megami Tensei 2 for the Super Nintendo. Shin Megami Tensei If for the Super Nintendo. See, this is where the Persona thing kicked off. This is where they first started with it on the Super Nintendo. Then they released Megami Tensei Gaiden Another Bible on the Game Boy. Megami Tensei Gaiden Last Bible 3 on the Super Nintendo. The Last Bible Special on the Game Gear. Jack Bros, the Virtual Boy. Actually, they had a Virtual Boy game. Jack Bros, what's that?
That should be like the only virtual game that was actually good.
It was from the Megami Tensei series. It literally involved Jack-o'-lantern and some guy and some like skeleton boy with a guy with a knife.
And Steiner, Zidane, and Vivi are almost dead.
Alright, let's see. Shin Megami Tensei Devil Summoner, which is on Sega Saturn.
Yeah.
Hey, the first Shin Megami Tensei was a Sega Saturn exclusive.
Yeah.
You might have to get the Sega Saturn.
Sega Saturn, yeah.
Shin Megami Tensei Devil Summoner Akuma Senshiro. Again, Sega Saturn.
Why did I use that
Sega Saturn
Grumpel?
exclusive.
She doesn't need it. Dang it. Item.
Her name is not Grumpel.
Her name is Grumpel.
Gaiten Megami Tensei
Item.
Tokyo Mashikiro
Maybe.
MSX. Let's see, Devil Summoner Soul Hackers, Sega Saturn. All their
And DZ.
all their Shin Megami Tensei games were exclusive to the Sega Saturn that started.
It's not DZ.
I mean, it's not, they weren't owned by Sega at the time, but that's weird.
Alright, hit him with that minus strike again.
When did they start doing that? Megami Tensei, Last Bible, Persona 2, Innocent Sin.
I
yeah,
did 0
Persona.
damage.
You're gonna die.
Item. High potion. BB. White magic. Or no, item. Phoenix Down. Sedan. Sword magic. Wizard sword.
You're not gonna be able to heal Zidane in time, though. Are you?
Did I beat him? I beat him.
Wow.
Eat it.
Eat a dick! Let's see, Persona 2 Innocent Sins, PlayStation. Persona 2 Eternal Punishment, PlayStation. Shin Megami Tensei Devil Children, AK no Sono. So, I like all the things that have, like, Devil Children, Last Bible, Devil Summoner.
Never came out in America.
Yeah, and were only for Nintendo systems.
Wait, didn't Devil Summoner come out in America?
No.
Oh. Thought it did.
Shin Megami Tensei, the first one. It's Shin Megami Tensei, PlayStation. Shin Megami
Alright,
Tensei
so-
trading card game. They made a Mickey Mouse game.
There's one more Dark Wolf.
Justin, Disney's Winnie the Pooh. This is an Atlas game. Preschool.
They make games about freaking cognitive
Like,
thought processing
and
and
demons and
they
the
make
devil.
Winnie the Pooh.
What are they trying to say?
There's no in between.
Shin Megami Tensei 9 Xbox. Really? Shin Megami Tensei If was released on the PlayStation. Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne, PlayStation 2. Shin Megami Tensei Game Boy Advance. Shin Megami Tensei Devil Children 1, 2, Game Boy Advance. Shin Megami Tensei Nocturnal Maniacs. Yeah, and then they didn't release Persona 3 till here. They don't have a lot of games. A lot of them are just their own series now. Yeah, Trauma Center. Yeah, their series are like the Digital Devil Saga, Shin Megami Tensei, Persona, Megami Tensei, Majin Tensei, Trauma Center. What was the other one? I'm trying to find it. Catherine.
Poor baby's all messed up.
How is that pronounced?
Bad for baby.
Barracu?
He's just a little kid. Yeah, it's Barracu.
Barracu. I probably spelt it wrong.
It's
Yeah.
either Barracu or Baroque.
Yeah, the developers are Sting Entertainment and the publishers were Atlas. So it wasn't made by Atlas, but it was developed.
They published it.
Yeah.
It's a fun game.
It might be a developer that works for Atlas, though.
Kind of has an Atlas feel to it.
Well, it was a dungeon crawler, and you hated some parts of it.
What do you mean?
You got annoyed with some of it because it was getting really hard. Because you were running out of, like, healing items, and it was...
You know what else is getting really hard? My thick, freaky.
I thought it was a stay awake.
Still can't get those chests.
You really should try and find a safe spot real quick, though.
Yeah, I'm going back to the inn right now so I can save.
With the cat,
I'm gonna meow one more time.
see if it gets her attention, because she's laying there. She's
One more time.
She's kind of off guard right now.
Yeah. Come on, let me meow the cat. Eyeballs.
Oh.
Yeah, they were trying to capture Vivi. They call him It.
Really?
Yeah. I guess they use black mages to create those things.
I'm learning a bit about the story, right?
Yeah. And that's part of their kingdom, and that's part of the reason why what's her name ran away. Garnet, because the kingdom's corrupt.
Yeah, she knows it's from the TV. She's just wondering. She sees it from. She hears it from the TV, but she doesn't believe it's from the TV because it's not stopping. So she's looking everywhere. Yeah, she's alert now.
Alright, gotta save. Then I'm going to sleep.
Oh, it's good. Right at the right time. 21 minutes.
See you guys.
Do the cat one more time.
Yeah, she